Roswell rods. Is this an unknown life form? In cryptozoology, ufology, and open space photography, rods, sometimes known as sky fish or solar entities, are elongated objects captured by high-speed cameras. Videos of objects, rods moving incredibly fast in the atmosphere, and the feeling that it's full of unknown species, the small UFO fueled many reactions. Jose Escamilla claims that the first to photograph them on March 19, 1994, while trying to photograph a UFO using cameras much higher speed than those used for scientific experiments. This is a completely paradoxical new life form that provides fodder for cryptozoologists to fight with skeptics. These rods. What are these rods, you ask? Rods are rod-thin, unidentified organic life forms that fly through the air. They range in length from 10 points to 30 meters, from 10 centimeters to 30 meters, so 30 meters is pretty big, that's about 100 feet, and some have short outgrowths. They fly, lightning fast, and are almost impossible to see without trained eyes. They are three distinct types: centipede type, white rods, and spear-shaped rods. They have been reported in the US, Canada, China, and worldwide, and are visible in all seasons. They appear to be living, breathing organisms playing among the clouds. Sighting of rods-type creatures in the sky go way back in history. Large flying reptilian creatures are reported in China in 747 BC, in Europe during the Middle Ages, the late Middle Ages, in the US in 1894. However, these rods we are talking about are not reptilian creatures. On the contrary, they look like string or ropes floating in the air. On the rods site, roswellrods.com, we can see many photos of the rods. Most photos show what would look like hairs on the camera lens, or possibly even string and small twigs, threads and straws that have been blown up by air currents and mistaken for rods. The site gives detailed instructions on the best way to photograph these rods. The clearest photos come from a cave in Mexico that looks like a giant well, where several daredevils are skydiving. It was there that Jose Escamilla photographed them for the first time. Footage from the video shows a small white line that appears to be flying, using its appendages as fins to propel itself through the air, sort of like a skateboard. The site shows many other photos of rods. One is taken by Linda Hewitt in Canada in 1972. The photo shows a long dark streak in the orange sky that was not noticed until after the photo was displayed and printed. However, many claim to have seen and photographed rods. And as we can see, the rivalry between teams that developed after they were first photographed is a give and a take. NASA gave data on rods on March 31st, 2008, and determined their speed at being 1,000 miles an hour. This is very strange, isn't it? I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.